Welcome back everybody to my channel. And in today's video, I'm actually be going over something new. This is something I haven't really done before. And I'm actually be reviewing a base I made for me and my friends to hang out in. And this is actually one of two so far. I've only made two of them. And this one is actually different from the one I posted on my community tab a couple weeks ago. This is made at Cassia Bay. And let me just move myself here. I was on a floating platform. So I've actually got 4 keeps on this base. This is one of 4, one over there. This base really only cost me about 3 million. The other base I had made cost me about 5 million. And mind you, this base isn't actually done yet. I'm actually not done with it. But essentially, I wanted to have a base at Cassia Bay because it's genuinely the largest place to build in the Bronze Sea. I actually have no clue what the biggest place is in the Nimbus Sea. I haven't really been there for a while because it's kind of boring. But anyways, back to my original point. Cassie is freaking massive. Like, if I just boost up in the air right now, this place is humongous. And this maybe took me like a week to build. I just didn't have the money at the time, but now I do. I've been like AFKing at night. I just kind of left my computer on. But essentially, this whole base took me about a week to make. It took me a week just to make the walls, and then I've been adding like little additions like these towers and the keeps. And it's actually not done because I need to place mortars, and I was gonna place towers all around this trim. And my favorite part about the base is actually probably this like little indentation. I wanted to make it a little different, so I kind of extended the walls outward, and then I made them go back in. And then I put a keep in there. Jesus Christ, it's glowing. Let me fix that one. Maybe if I change my graphics. Nope. Okay, so anyway, there's a keep in the middle of this as like a little watchtower, and I was gonna place mortars there. So far, I've really only been raided one time. They managed to break through the defenses, but that's before I had any kind of like mortars or like walls to block people from getting in. So they made it in, but it was like a 2v1, and I managed to like kick them out pretty easily. They weren't very good at PvP, but as far as I know, the base isn't really like raidable. I mean, I'm sure tier 4 wall. These are all tier 4 walls, mind you. Tier 4 walls, tier 5 towers, tier 4 keeps. So it's pretty easy to raid. I mean, they broke one of the gates like without very much effort whatsoever. They probably just used their cannoneer and howitzers. Let's see here. What does this guy want? Yeah, you can have that. Anyway, so as far as I know, the base is. I mean, I've only been raided like one time, and they broke through. But I'm thinking now with all these like walls I have around, like to keep people from getting in, that it won't be really raidable. And in the middle, I forgot to mention this. So I'm just kind of circling around the walls here. In the middle is an arena for me and my friends to fight in. And this keep right here, if I can enter it, I actually have the clan spawn, so you can't really just destroy it very easily. You have to, and there's like no way you can get in here, by the way. Like, you're probably never going to be able to destroy this keep. And then right inside, I actually have the clan spawn. So everybody spawns in here, they can come out, and they, just hop out of the keep. So that's a pretty busted way to keep your keep from never getting destroyed, is to put it inside of like the tier 4 keeper and above. And down there, as I was saying, there is an arena for me and my friends to fight in, and all the merchants, also bounty people, or the bounty boards, not bounty people. This is a side gate. I only have 3 gates on the base, 2 up front in that kind of dock area with the keep, and then 1 on the side. And the one on the side is actually an access to the farms. Down here, I made an intricate little farm thing. Found out how to stack 3 layers of farms on each other. I actually got inspiration from another YouTuber. I'm pretty sure his name's Wynter. He like does a lot of cool Arcane Odyssey stuff, so I'll link him in the description. But I saw a screenshot of his with like a 3 or 4 layer farm, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I want to find out how to do that. So I did some testing, and I found out how to do it myself. And here it is here. Just got a bunch of farms. Here's the second one. I made this before. I was testing the 3-layer farm thing, so some of them are 2-layer, like these here, and others are 3. And I don't actually have all the farms down yet, because I was deleting some to make some space for these, this like kind of trim around the plot. But I have a bunch of farms here, and then I also got the reagent pots. Right now, I'm making Saint Lilies. I'm only using them to sell and make some potions, and I've maybe made around like 100,000 so far from selling them. Like I sold quite a lot. And then this is the part that's not really finished. I was going to completely deck out this trim with a bunch of towers and mortars. These are only tier 4 towers and I think tier 2 mortars, but they're really efficient. Like they just shred boats when they're in a close vicinity of each other. And I'm actually gonna go around the trim now. This is the trim that I put around the base to keep breaks from getting in, except for the little docks over there. And I actually have one hole, but it's like a trap to get people to intentionally come inside so I can sink their brig. So I'm almost on the other side here, thanks to the agility set. So this side, my favorite part, I actually have a shipwright, kind of all by his lonesome over there. It was more of an afterthought. I'm probably gonna move him. But here is like the dock area, and there's one gate and there's a second gate. I need to put ladders down and maybe like a little dock on the bottom. But there is the huge keep as like a little lookout point out from here. And honestly, I would say that's about it. This is one of two bases. I have a base next door at Thrylos. It's right over there. So at Thrylos, I have an even more expensive clan base. It cost me around 5 million. But it's because I used more expensive materials. This one, which is kind of like see how big I can make one singular clan base. This entire clan base probably ran up me about like 3 million or so. Like I grinded, me and my friends grinded around 3 million galleons. And as you can tell, I'm also poor myself. I used to have a couple million galleons, but I've just kind of used them on clan bases because they're pretty cool. I mean, having my own fort is awesome. And I also want to credit arceyplayz too. Like I already credited Wynter, but I want to credit arceyplayz as well. arceyplayz, he created this method to have walls kind of hover, and I used that to make this entire base. What you would do, you would use like snap points. You would get the building tool, and I'm just gonna select the wall here. You use the snap points to connect walls together while they're hovering. So what you do essentially is that you get some sort of platform, and then you place down some walls, and they hover, and you can just keep placing them. And I did that for the entire base. That's why this base took so long to make. It also cost me a lot of money. But that's basically it. I'm gonna have like maybe a time lapse of me going over the whole base because this thing is pretty freaking huge. And there's a lot of stuff to go around. So yeah, that's about it. Peace.